Your witness?
You say Henry Reyna hit the man with his fist. Is that Henry Reyna?
Yes, I mean, no, but he's Henry. He didn't.
Please be seated. After Henry Reyna hit the old man with his closed fist, is that when he pulled out the knife?
The old man had the knife.
So Henry pulled one out too?
Your Honor, I object to counsel leading the witness.
I am not leading the witness.
You are.
I certainly am not.
Yes, you are.
I would suggest, Mr. Scherer, that you look up during the noon hour just what a leading question is.
If the court pleases, I will sign that mark of Your Honor misconduct.
Where was Smiley Torres during all this? Is it not true that Smiley Torres grabbed the woman by the hair and kicked her to the ground? Will Smiley Torres please stand? Is this the man?
Yes, it's Smiley, but he...
Please be seated. Wasn't Jose Castro carrying a club of some kind?
Your Honor, I object. No such club was found. The persecution is implying that the 2x4 is associated with my client in some way.
I am not implying anything, Your Honor. I am merely using this as an illustration.
Objection overruled.
Will Jose Castro please stand? Is this the man who was carrying a club? Answer the question.
I refuse.
You are under oath. You can't refuse.
Answer the question, young lady.
I refuse.
Is this the man you saw hitting another man with a 2x4, Your Honor?
I order you to answer the question.
Your Honor, I object. The witness is obviously afraid of testimony and will be manipulated by the persecution.
May I remind the court that we have a signed confession from one Jose Castro taken while in jail.
I object. Those were not confessions. Those are statements and they are false and untrue. Your Honor, they were obtained through beatings and coercion of the defendants by the police.
I believe the technical term is admissions, Mr. Prosecutor. Objection sustained. At the next outburst, I will clear this courtroom. Go on, Mr. Prosecutor.
Sit down, please. Is Henry Reyna the leader of the 38th Street Gang?
Not in the sense that you mean.
Did Henry Reyna, Pachuco ringleader of the 38th Street Gang, willfully murder Jose Williams?
They attacked us first.
I did not ask for your comment.
But they did. They thought we were the Downey Gang.
Just answer my questions.
We were just defending ourselves so we could get out of trouble.
Your Honor, will you instruct the witness to be cooperative?
I must caution you, young lady. Answer the question or I'll hold you in contempt.
Was this the Henry Reyna who was seen carrying a 3-foot lead pipe?
I object.
Overruled.
No.
Did he kick a woman to the ground?
No, he was hurt from the beginning.
Sit down. Did Tommy Roberts rip stakes from a fence and hit a man on the ground?
Objection.
Overruled.
I never saw him do anything.
Did Jose Castro have a gun?
Objection.
Overruled.
Sit down. Did Henry Reyna have a blackjack in his hands?
No.
A switchblade knife?
No.
A 2x4?
No.
Did he run over to Henry Reyes and hit him in the head and kill him?
He could barely walk. How could he run?
Did Smiley Torres? Did Jose Castro? Did Tommy Roberts? Did Henry Reyes? Did Smiley Torres? Did Henry Reyes? Did Henry Reyes? Did Henry Reyes kill Jose Williams?
No, no, no!
Your Honor, I object. The persecution is pulling out objects from all over the place, none of which were found at Sleepy Lagoon, and none of which were proven to be associated with my clients in any way.
Overruled.
If Your Honor, please, I wish to make an assignment on misconduct.
We have already had one this morning. We might as well have another now.
You have it now, Your Honor.
One more remark like that and I'll hold you in contempt. Quite frankly, Mr. Scherer, I'm getting rather tired of your repeated and useless objections.
I have not made any useless objections.
I'm sorry, somebody is using ventriloquism. We have a Charlie McCarthy using Mr. Scherer's voice.
I'm going to sign that remark as misconduct, Your Honor.
Fine, I would rather feel bad if you did not make an assignment of misconduct at least 3 times every session. However, I am going to remand her to the custody of the Ventura State School for Girls for a period of 1 year.
What?
To be held there as a juvenile ward of the state. Bailiff?
Let's go, miss.
Court is in recess until tomorrow morning.
Now, Henry, I want you to listen to me, please. You gotta remember he's the judge, Hank, and this is his courtroom.
But he's making jokes, George, and we're getting screwed.
I know, I can't blame you for being bitter, but you believe me, we'll get them.
I thought you said we had a chance.
We do. This case is gonna be one on appeal.
Appeal? You mean you already know we're gonna lose?
So what's new? Don't you see, Henry? Judge Charles is hanging himself as we go. I cited over the hundreds of such cases of misconduct by the bench. It's all gone into record.
Stop us, kid George. Don't come here.
Henry.
I don't want to hear it, Alice.
George, is there anything we can do?
No, he's bitter. Just let him be.
We will now hear the prosecution's concluding statement.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what you have before you is a dilemma of our times. The city of Los Angeles is caught amidst the biggest and most terrifying crime wave in its history. A crime wave that threatens to engulf the very foundations of our civic well-being. Set these Pachucos free and you unleash the forces of anarchy and destruction in our society. Set these Pachucos free and you make them heroes. Others just like them must be watching us right now at this very moment. What nefarious schemes can they be plotting in their twisted minds? Rape? Drugs? Assault? More violence? Who will be their next innocent victim on some dark alleyway on some lonely street? You? You? Your loved ones? No. Henry Reyna and his Latin juvenile cohorts are not heroes. They are criminals and they must be stopped. The specific details of this murder are irrelevant before the overwhelming dangers of the Pachucos in our midst. I ask you to find the Zoot-suited gangsters guilty of murder and put them in the gas chambers where they belong.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you have heard me object to the conduct of this trial. I have tried my best to defend what is most precious in our American society, a society at war against the force of racial intolerance and totalitarian injustice. The prosecution has not provided one witness that actually saw with his own eyes who killed Jose Williams. These boys are not the Downey Gang, yet the evidence suggests that they were attacked because the people on the ranch thought they were. Henry Reyna and Della Barrios were victims of the same bunch, yet they've been spoiled for revenge, who have under the circumstances and not with intent to conspire to commit murder. So how did Jose Williams die? Was it an accident? Was it murder? Was it manslaughter? Was it murder? Perhaps we may never know. All of the prosecution was able to prove that these boys wear long hair and zoot suits, and all the rest have been circumstantial evidence, hearsay, and war hysteria. The prosecution has tried to lead you to believe that they are some kind of inhumane gangsters. Yet they are Americans. Find them guilty of anything more serious than a juvenile bout of fiscus. And you will condemn all American youth. Find them guilty of murder, and you will murder the spirit of racial injustice in America.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
We find the defendants guilty of murder in the first and second degrees. Chale, let's have it.
Henry Reyna, Jose Castro, Thomas Roberts, Ismael Torres, and so forth. You have been tried by a jury of your peers and found guilty of murder in the first and second degree. It is hereby the judgment of this court that you be sentenced to life in imprisonment and sent to the state penitentiary in San Quentin. Court adjourned.
No! Henry!
Hijo mío! Hijo de mi alma!
Henry, I can't pretend to know how you feel, but I just want you to know, son, our fight has just begun.
We may have lost this decision, but we're going to appeal immediately. We're going to stand behind you until your name's absolutely clear. I swear it.
What the hell are they gonna do, I say? They just put you in prison for life. Once a Mexican goes in, he never comes out.